Hi everyone, in this tutorial I am going to talk about how to create and use a variable in a Twine project. Before starting this tutorial, I would like to state that this tutorial is for absolute beginners. If you have coding background, you don't need to watch this tutorial. I think the Twine wiki page of twiner.org has much more detailed information about variables for the people who have coding background. twiner.org/wiki/twine2. You can find much more information about how to use variables in this page. So what is variables? Variables are data containers that you can access in different pages of your Twine project. For example, in your game, you would like to display and keep track of your player's health status. Let's assume that your player's health status changes when they make a selection in the game. If your players choose, let's say, option 1, you would like to change the health status of your player 10 points fewer than what they currently have. To be able to do this, you should use variables in Twine. In order to demonstrate how variables work, I would like to make a new project. To create a new project, click on this story button and give a name for your project. Click on add button and this is your first page you will see. As you already know, for this assignment, you should have at least two variables. In this example, I will also create two different variables. For this tutorial, I also assume that you already know how to create different pages in Twine. Okay, let's work on our first page. Type a story here. Okay. Let's display how this looks on a web page. Click on play to test this project. As you can see, it's a blank page. It's just writes my story starts here. So now let's add two more pages to our project. Double click on it. In brackets, in double brackets, you type the name of your new page. Let's add one more page. Call option 2. Okay, let's test this again and click on play. And as you can see here, we have two options here. You can click either one, option 1 or option 2. If you click on option 1, it takes you to this page. If you click on option 2, it takes you to the other page. Okay, let's return to our project. Okay, now what we did is we created a main page, and this main page connected to these sub pages. Now, in order to create a variable in Twine, you have to use parentheses and type set. When you write this, Twine will understand you are creating a variable. So you type parentheses, inside parentheses type set, and give a name to your variable using $sign. $sign and your name, the name of your variable, health status. Let's call it health status. And assign a value to your variable. To do this, you type 2 and give a numeric number, 100. So this is our first variable. Let's create a second variable. We can call this second variable remaining time and set this variable to 60. Okay, what we did here, we created two variables. The name of the first variable is health status, the second one is remaining time. So let's test this. As you can see, there's nothing displayed in here because what we did here, we created two variables, but we did not tell Twine to display this. In order to display in your variables, what you need to do is, let's say for the first variable, your health status is, we could write 100, but we want to use a variable. What we write, the name of the variable starting with a $sign. Okay, this is for the first variable. For the second variable, your remaining time is remaining time. Okay, let's test this. Click on play, and as you can see here, your health status 100. We did not type 100 there. What we type is health status, but the Twine automatically understand this is a variable. Instead of writing $health status, Twine project display the value of this variable, 160. Okay, this is how you create and display a variable in a Twine project. And how you change the Twine a variable in Twine project is quite similar what we did here. So let's assume that when a player chooses option 1, their health status reduces 10 points, and if they choose the option 2, their health status increases 10 points. Also, if they chooses option 1, their remaining time will be less than 10 minutes. Will be we are going to reduce 10 points from remaining time. Or if they choose the option 2, we will do the same thing. We will again reduce 10 points from their remaining time. So let's code this. What we do, let's go first option 1 and type your health status is, again, $sign, and type the name of the variable. For the second variable, your remaining time is $sign remaining time. Okay, and let's see what will happen. Option 1, as you can see, your health status is 160. What happened here, we just displayed the current status of our variables, but here we haven't changed the value of our variables. Let's change the value of our variable. To do this, we write a similar code. Inside the parentheses, write set, give the name of the variable, health status, to, in order to subtract 10 points from our variables, we need to write again the name of the variable health status minus 10. This code will reduce your health status 10 points, and let's repeat this for the remaining time. Okay, and let's see what's going to happen. Okay, option 1, and as you can see here our health points reduced 10, and our remaining time is 50 right now instead of 60. Okay, now let's make implement a similar approach for the option 2. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to copy and paste this to our option 2 page. Instead of taking 10 points off, I'm gonna add 10 point more. Here for the remaining time, I'm gonna do the same thing. I will reduce 10 point from the remaining time. And let's test this, how it works. Okay, option 2, as you can see here, our health points now is 110. Remaining time is from 60 to 50, reduce 10 points. So this is basically how you create, display, and change your variables in a Twine project.